company, always on the run.
What's up, YouTube? GC Off-Road, back for, I guess you'd say, the next project. I mentioned in one of my last videos about the headliner being pretty much just destroyed in my Jeep. It's held up with thumbtacks, it's falling down on the corners, just hanging off of it. I got some fabric the other day. I'll put that in here in a minute, and gonna go through and replace the headliner. So start off with, I'm gonna try to pop down these light fixtures and just see how hard it's gonna be to disassemble this thing to get the roof all out in one piece. That way I can just lay it on the table and replace it all together. So back in a few after I figure this out and show y'all what I'm working with. Alright, y'all see, the first thing I did was I come up here, took my screwdriver and popped the trim loose and just rolled it out all the way around the edge. It pulls out in one piece. So the first thing I did was separate that. Just laying back here. Next thing to do is pop down, or try to figure out how the front light and temperature gauge and all that shit pops out. I've got set of lights right there, and one set in the trim in the back I gotta take out. So we'll figure that out and we'll come back and show you. Alright, as you can see, I've got the front console piece popped out. It's got two snap tabs, one here and one here. And up here on the front side, it's just got a Phillips head screwdriver, or a screw that runs into right there, and it'll drop down free. You got a couple of wires running into it. So I'm gonna unhook those and drop this piece out, and that'll be the front one removed. And then I have to round up some Torx bits to take down my front mirrors. Alright guys, it's getting kind of late. About 28 degrees outside here right now. I'm kind of freezing my ass off. So I gotta round up a set of Torx bits to take down my visor mirrors and take the old shit handles out of the back. So I think I'm gonna call it a night and come back in the morning when it's daylight and I can see what I'm doing. Round up my Torx bits and get the rest taken out, pull the old fabric off and start cleaning it. Alright guys, went inside to warm up a little bit and got my Torx set. So I figured, well, it's only about 7 o'clock. Come back out here, start it back up, and do a little more work on it. So I'm gonna start off with taking down the visors. Look up here, it takes, I think, 2 Torx screws that holds them in. So I'm gonna match up a size and try to take them out. Let's see. Alright, that looks like it's it. That's a T25. I'll be back after we got them all taken out. For the middle set of lights, for the back seat area, you've got 2 Phillips screws. When you pop the cover off the center light, and you got 2 Phillips screws. What you want to do is you want to take those out, and it'll still hang up there. Don't try to pop it off because you'll break the tabs. What you got is these 2 plastic clips that are made onto the light housing, and they slide down this groove. So what you want to do after you pull the 2 screws out is you want to take the whole unit, slide it forward, and it'll drop down where you got this wire. And it's got just a damn pop tab on it that hooks onto a groove. You want to lift that up and it'll slide right off, and you have that removed. Alright, I got the 2 back handles taken off from right there and right there. So now gotta move on, sorry for the camera, to the back and see about taking this trim off, and I should be able just about to pop his headliner out. Alright guys, I got the headliner panel out. See, it's just bare metal. There's the motor for my sunroof and all the wires for the lights. show you over here. There is the top side of the headliner panel. Flip around the other side here. You can see what I was talking about. The headliner in is basically just trash. You see it's fell off. So, got the material for it and going to be recovering it. So, once I get this thing, the material peeled off and the foam backing scrubbed off, I'll come back and we'll do a video of it we'll come back and I'll do a video of it being reupholstered. So we'll see you then. Alright, this is the backing. It's still got the foam stuck to it where I pulled the liner off. It's fiberglass. Here's the fiberglass backing. Still got the foam attached to it. It's so dry rot it just flakes right off. So I've got a wire brush and you can see what it does. I'm just scraping over it and just peeling it down to the bare fiberglass. I'm gonna do this to the whole thing, then come back and take the fabric I got and cover it. Alright guys, I got all the foam pulled off of it. You can see it's just like a fiberglass top liner. I sprayed it off, got the shop vac and sprayed it off with that, and there it is. I got the fabric laid out over top of it, stretched out. It is just big enough to cover the whole headliner, so I cut it close with the measurements. You see here, I started right here in the middle at the hump, and I sprayed it and started working my way down. I got that glued, been smoothing it out while it's drying. The glue is working pretty slow because it's pretty chilly out here, but so far so good. It's starting to take and it's shaping out real good. So hopefully when it cures out, it'll stay and I won't have to do this shit again. This has just been a pain in my ass. I got about 4 hours into this project with having to disassemble everything. Oh, there's Noah. Say hi.
Hey.
I've got me about, like I said, about 4 hours into it from disassembling everything and putting this new liner on and gluing it. So I'll come back when I get a little more done to it and give you an update on how it looks. I've got basically from here down done. Right now I sprayed this and been forming it out. I'm about out of 3M glue. I've been trimming up right here and folding over, ready to start fitting that. Waiting on my brother to get off work and head this way. He's gonna pick me up a can of 3M and we're gonna try to finish off the rest of that side, stretch it out and mold the rest of it out. And it should be, well, it's looking good so far. I should have it done tonight and I'll take it inside and let it cure out overnight, sitting upright like this. Alright, well, got the headliner reinstalled. In a second I'll turn the camera on it and show you what it looks like. I broke that panel that goes around the rear light back there, the hatch. So I'm going to have to get a couple new tabs or a new panel and fix that. Just fell down a second ago. But I think it looks good. Now that is the original color. So I went a little bit darker. I never fixed this yet. I don't know if I will or not. I may just leave it alone. Keep it tucked back anyways most of the time with the glass open up top, so I ain't too worried about it. But there's what the new headliner looks like. Oh, and painted the light covers while I was at it. I had a can or two of Rust-Oleum spray on liner, so I put a cover or two on it. Just kind of gives it a pop of dark up top. Don't look bad, but I'm going to change those out later on anyways, because the brackets for the lights, the screw holes are broke inside that one. and 2 of the lights in this one do not work. So that's going to be changed out. Anyways, that's the headliner.